Everybody has a boss.
Well, hello there, and welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a nice little a week's break, getting yourself mentally and, of course, physically prepared here for round 2 of the GP2 season here, season 5 at FORL at USA. Now, at timings, we should, if the drivers are really pushing to limits, we might actually dip into the 1 minute 30s, but of course, that is honestly pushing the luck here at the track USA. Now, we have around 15 cars ready to tear down the track here also, and hopefully they'll be going to max tag. Now, I need to stress out this quite early on. My voice, okay, is on the verge of dying, so if I do, don't speak, it's probably because having a good old Swiss of the drink. I know I said that last week, but, you know, the British cold is in full force here over the UK, so, do bear with me for that one. But yeah, it should be very exciting going into today's race. Of course, not even such yet. We have qualifying. So this is the most important part of the racing action here tonight, where the drivers will be get themselves ready and ready to get going once again. Now, of course, last time out we did see a Limitless Horizon with a very debatable lap, shall we say, with a 1 minute 6 down in Brazil. That's a record pace. Really, and the other essence of form, shall we call it. But hopefully we haven't seen that kind of a pace being brought here to Brazil. As many questions will be asked. Of course, we did see last time out the last lap drama between Prost and Iro Schumacher. Now those two, I think, yeah, Schumacher's here. Prost has not been able to make it here, but nevertheless, you know, never say never. Of course, Minty, iced time out at Brazil. Well, he actually won the race here. Now it's another Sour's gone out first. Which one is that? That's UK Futures. So UK Futures then. First one to adventure out onto the track here in USA in glorious sunset conditions here as well. So yeah, we got Minty won last time out in the Red Bull. Now, of course, there he is in the Red Bull. He potentially double whammy here in Brazil. Of course, we saw the likes of his teammate Tom, who had the unfortunate jump start, and then, of course, the crash early on in the laps so far. And then, don't forget, we had the likes of Master B Smith. Didn't think he's here. No, he's not here for tonight, but he got a good P3, so if he is watching, congrats on that. And, of course, Prost, I mentioned before, that last lap drama. So, yeah, really looking forward to tonight's race, seeing who will adventure out. Ooh, and that's Matey getting past Sheen Basher there. So another Haas, I think that's Schumacher getting out of the way there. So you can see him there waving up his tires. He's getting ready to go. And Futures then, he'll be the first one to actually start a lap here. As I say that, he's got someone ahead. I might have got a glimpse of him. No, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Futures will be the first man to start a lap here and complete a lap here in USA. Unless he lets someone else behind him go ahead, but I doubt we'll be seeing that. As track position is very key here around this track. Although, of course, you can't forget about the toe around here, because the toe, if anything, is even more important. Because if you get a good toe, then, well, anything can happen. So there he goes, into turn 1 for the first time here. Braking just before the curve starts, shifting down into second gear, carrying the momentum through, then into third gear, and as they go down the hill, and then up into the hill, into the S's for the first time today. And they go right on board of him, actually. So yeah, maxing it out. No, I'm not running out. Sorry, I hate that revving out glitch. I really dislike it so much. So go for the tricky. Now this corner here, entering to now, it's a tricky one, because that inside curve, I'm trying to point out, it's very difficult to point out in my point of view, but if you hit it wrong, as you can see their features did actually, it will unsettle the car so much that it could even cause some disastrous crashes perhaps. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how the drivers will cope with that pressure going over this canal. Of course, now the weight distribution on this track is a very odd one. Now obviously I'm racing tomorrow night, so a little bit testing now. 8 ballast on quali wise, go for it. But during the race, really, for safety reasons, you want to be in 7 ballast, but I think you can get away with 8 ballast, but you've got to be so careful as they go into this long sweeping right-hander. This is the one I'm on about here. There you go. Through here on 8 ballast during race conditions is very tricky. You've got to like be very careful. But anyway, features them around the kind of final few corners of the track here. Through the final corner. What time will he be posting on the board? We are setting a 1:32.1. So a decent lap from him there. Who else can we find that's about to set a time soon? About Mighty Dylan. He's behind Schumacher. So Minter goes through over 1:34.4. That's not very competitive lap time for him so far. But I think Dylan's backing off, so that means that Schumacher just ahead of him will be setting up a time very soon. What time can he do? He goes P2 over 33.7. So we're already at the moment. Are we going on different tyres, shall we say? Because yeah, Schumacher's on the soft. So we also got like the SP James. He's out there on the soft tyres as well. And Tological, Tom also on the super soft. And Williams Gaming for 33.2 on the supers. That's a very nice lap from him there, especially in the super soft. So really showing his potential in the Toro Rosso. Who else can we find to scout out? Let's have a look at SP James, see what's he doing in the other Toro Rosso. His teammates are in there, P2. He's just on his outlap at the moment, getting himself prepared as he embarks on his quad lap. Got yellow flag set to 1. Was that could have been Schumacher getting out of the way for? Yeah, I think that was Schumacher getting out of the way for people. So that will explain that then, shall we say? Next we got Best V45. He's already gone into the pits. Logical again, likewise of him. He's just getting himself ready prepared for his first quali lap here, out in the Alfa Romeo Sauber. AOR Andrew 32.8 P2, and Echoes goes 32.9. Also only a 10th gap difference between Andrew and Echoes there for P2 and P3. Now Tom hasn't done a time yet. Is he playing that tactically? Because of course we all know he has the pace here, and in most tracks he will consistently, you'll find him in the top 5. You can see that he is, I mean, that I've seen weaving and I've seen what he's doing. That is, it's just not weaving, that is bullying to the tyres basically. So again, Tological, he's now at the end of his lap, or he's just about to start his lap. I think he's just started, so yeah, I'm more than confident he's just about to start his lap here. But Master Basemith has joined, so it's a late entry to tonight's race, but we'll be seeing him out there for the racing, so don't you worry if you're a fan of him, you'll be seeing him out on track anytime soon. So shifts downs. Yes, we got, right, here we go. Now let's get some on this, let's put some telemetry in as well. In 7th gear now, you can keep it flat out for this part here, keeping it flat, and then shifting down 1 into 6th, and then going into 5th as well. Hit that inside curve, he's just slightly missing then into 5th gear. Hit the inside curve, he's missed that as well. Been a pretty decent lap here so far, but bear in mind he's in the super soft, so it will not be on the fastest gear. Really struggling with the understeer at the moment, so maybe he's got a bit too much fuel on board. Although he is using hot lap ERS, so he's really going max stack on this lap here. Oh, I see that back end slap on him there for the exit. That's not going to help his run at all so far. Shifting up then into 7th gear, opening up the DRS, and then into 8th gear. There's a head on a massive straight for the approach to heavy braking zone, just for the 150 meter board. Shift on all the way into 2nd gear. No, he's staying in 3rd gear actually, so surprisingly different here. Then double shifting into 3rd gear. As he's completely missed the apex, he ran it massively wide. I think, yeah, this lap hasn't been the world's best lap, I must be honest with you, so far. And while saying all of this, the Force India of UK's site, it's got P1. Only by a 10th though, but it's still P1. So him in future then will be definitely batting that out for pole position time here. And that's SP James just gone up to P9 133.7. Good lap from him there. And yeah, we're still waiting for this man here. Now you might be thinking, why? And then am I putting so much pressure onto this man here? Well, this man here, in the name of Tom FTW, he won the pre-season comfortably. We know he has the pace for at least a top 5, at least. As he runs wide. Oh, I can see the curb already. Not liking the exit curb there. It might have advantage that, but who knows? As he runs wide, so once again, coming across the line to go P1. 31.3. Beautiful that there, and comfortably 7/10 clear ahead across the field. Now that is the Tom we're used to seeing up at the front. Now last year he was in GP3, and no wonder he's been promoted to GP2. Some say he might even be too fast for GP2. He could actually have the material pace for GP1. Well, that just goes to show the true pace this GP2 field. They might think, oh, I'm GP2, that means I'm bad. No, if anything, that could mean the complete opposite. It means you have the potential. Maybe your quality pace is there, yes. Maybe it's just, you know, your race pace, or your strategy is not on the GP1 material. He needs everything to win the GP1, I'm trying to say here, and that's he's letting someone by there. I think that is the Ferrari of assumed Basher, who again is yet to do a lap here. And right on board with him at the end of his lap here in the beautiful Ferrari. He's rocks into 2nd gear. Hit the inside apex, but he's just slightly missed there. Not by much though. Double shifting into 3rd gear. Say that, he revved it out to the max there in 4th gear. Nice and easy, take it nice and easy. So you can get over hitting that inside curve. Now traction at the exit, that corner is vital, because it is really difficult to get it right. And he runs a bit wide there. He's run more than just a little bit wide there. He's run massively wide. Goes for the kind of couple of corners here. Double shifting into 3rd gear. 2nd gear actually. Getting the power nice and early. Opening up DRS. What time will he go? P3. 32 flat, sorry. Good lap from him there. Really, again, showing the material pace these drivers have here at USA. Again, that is an interesting battle there for P2. Look at that. Only just, just over a 10th separates P2 and P4. Well, we're only 7 minutes to go. Can any other driver really test Tom's pace? We still are waiting for. It's not a lap. I thought it was a lap then. Was that Kilo Bravo? Now we have this man here in the Renault. He's sat in P10 at the moment. Now of course we know what he's capable of if he's lagging. So keep an eye out for him if he goes pole. You know, we all know what's about to happen. And so far he's on a pretty decent lap here. He's on the ultra softs. Now we got a couple of cars in the laps as well. The likes of SP James and might have something there P5 on the super soft. So that is nicely done for him so far. Hits inside apex quite nicely there to Horizon. And he goes up the hill, opening up DRS, and he goes now back down the hill. It's only a slight elevation in the hill climb there, but as he breaks down into 2nd gear, I presume. Will he hit the inside apex? Yes, he hits the inside. He might actually run a really good lap here. Looking at his timings at the moment so far. So I hate that revving glitch because it just sounds so disgusting. I don't know if you know what I mean there, but it really does. As he heads through the swooping right-hander. There will be double shifting into 5th gear, I presume. There you go. Running a nice and bit of a tongue tap on the exit there. It's kept it going there quite nicely. There he goes. Oh, about to open up DRS. Where will he merge? P5. Very good lap there, 32.2. Really, again, showing his true and honour pace here at USA. And of course, don't go anywhere, because we've still got 5 minutes before the real action gets undergoing here at USA. We've got Williams coming. Don't forget about him, because he is almost like the underdog so far of this series. Because look at that. Second, or I say that actually, Science has improved. Oh, I say I can't keep up with this anymore. Futures has just gone P2 over 31.6. Sight goes up to P3 over 131.7. So only a 10th separating those two out there in the field so far. And that's a Renault running wide on the exit there. What turn is that? I think that is I think it might be turn 10. Not too entirely too sure. That's Williams gaining. I thought he was in the lap. Never mind, he's backed off. Now, Echoes plays. Or just Echoes his changes then now. That's going to get on my nerves. Anyway, let's get that. That's his teammate coming through in the background. That's SP James in the other Toro Rosso. There he is. As he aggressively mounts the inside curb. Double shifting in the third gear. Getting the power on. As he approached the long sweeping left hand there. Oh, he locked up the left front brake there as he approached the corner. Now for the sweeping right hander. Of course, we've seen in the real life F1 Max Verstappen, the cheating man himself, overtaking Kimi Raikkonen on the final lap of the race, but he got given his place back. But hopefully, we won't be missing any of those kind of corner cutting strategics so far today. As that is a one of the bouncing cars. He's up to P7 with his laps. That's a good lap, and mighty didn't goes P5 in the McLaren. Good lap from him there. 32.1, that sets him quite nicely and comfortably, and he's given up. He's going, nope, I'm not going to be that. I have decided, nope, I cannot beat it anymore. So I think for a few drivers to actually set a comfortable quick time here, the likes of Minty, Ira Schumacher, Tological, and of course Bessie for at 45. So that's Futures then. Just seeing his lap out lap disappear, so he'll be starting his final run here today at USA. Now, will Tom go out again? I'm going to presume he will. So most people do, but you never know. He's a unique species. As he approaches the final corner, getting himself ready. Here we go. Through the final corner, opens up the DRS, and away he goes to start his lap here. As he approaches turn 1. Nice and easy, take it nice and easy. Gotta be careful on the traction though on the exit of the corner. Can't be too overly greedy. As he then approaches the S's. One of the fastest corners on the tracks. It's really fun. It's a bit like Maggers and Beckett's, but much more satisfying if you get it right. It's really I know bad but trust me, it's not satisfying during the race conditions. As, some of the GP3 drivers have found out, and now looking at the GP3 race earlier today, if you didn't miss it, go check that out. At the end of the race, you see, there was some punchers giving out a couple of Mercedes actually. I think both Mercedes actually got a pen on puncher. So yeah. So it will just show that this tyre, this track, and if you're pushing the tyres too long, it will punish you. So the drivers don't know about it already. Well, they're gonna have to bear in mind for going into today's race. Now, I think honestly, I've seen the one stop in most of the time the preferable strategy, but because honestly, I looked at the time difference between the one stop and the two stop. The one stop, most of the time, is quicker, but it's actually only a second quicker than the two stop here at USA. So we'll be seeing some split strategies going in today's race, I'm going to presume. So Future going around the final corner to finish his lap here at USA, as he runs a bit wide, opens up DRS. And he didn't improve his time. A 10th down. What can UK site do here in the Force India? Shifting up into third gear. I don't think... No, he's not in a fast lap. Never mind. Oh, and that is a Ferrari round. I just caught that at the right time. Now that... And yep, he's retired. Now that is what I'm out with the traction zone. It's quite bad if you do... It's lovely if you get it right. And it's not so fun if you get it wrong. And just proven there by Seemed Basher. So Tom, yeah, he's just gone out. He's got a minute to get around the track here in his Red Bull. I think he will manage to do this, but he's got a Renault ahead of him. And I think that might... Is that AOR? Yeah, that's AOR Andrew ahead of him. So Andrew's not on the lap, and neither is Tom. And none of them know this, of course. I'm the only one who actually knows this. Of course, all of you will know it as well now. But how will they approach this guy? I think Tom's going to be backing off here. Him being the more logical one. There you go. He's backing off. I was hoping to go and bother him, but the glitch has said no. Not going to happen tonight, son. Let's pass the Williams driver of Kilo Bravo. He's finally doing a lap here. Well, will that put him on the leaderboard? I think it's just signed that, sorry. So away Tom goes then to start his lap here. Just got it in time there with a 5-second gap delay. And now it's a couple of cars were starting to retire, so people are starting to recognise that they're not going to be able to improve. And really the only man here that can actually improve and really pressurise Tom here is UK Size in the FORL. And well, what's happened there? I think what's just... No, I don't know. I think he's just... I'm really confused. I think he's just missed the corner. Or else, hang on, I've gone too deep. I'm going to hit the wall. Let me just do a quick flick spin. So that is what's just happened there with the Force India driver. So goes around the tricky traction zone. Up the hill, opening up DRS. There comes down the hill, down the massive long straight. You can see there the green flags waving in the background of your picture. And now everybody's on time, so Limitless Horizon. P3 31.6. So close to nabbing P2 off Futures, but just that slight bit of... Maybe if he broke a tad a little bit later, he would have got that P2, who knows. But Tom, at the moment, I believe is going faster than his provisional pole time. So will we see a beautiful lap? We might have been dipped into the 30s. Now, I said it was possible. Will we see it here today at USA's? Runs massively wide. Through the final corner. Opens up to some invalidated time, but it did. Okay. It invalidated this time. It did improve though, but yep. That was an invalidation. Ara Schumacher at the moment is out. He's outside the top 10. He's on the super, so what can he do? And never mind. He's not managed to improve. He might have run out of fuel. I don't actually know. And Minty, I think he's P8, says, good luck on them ultras. Now, yes, that is going to be fun. I can assure you I've done a practice race for tomorrow, and I did crash, so I know what they're about to go through. I know the pain and the struggle they're going to go through. Now, I know the tyres start wearing off about around lap 3, so look out for that. Anyway, your race right now. So we've got Tom in phenomenal lap of 131.3, puts him on pole position. UK Futures in P2 131.6, Horizon P3, UK Sites P4, Assume Basher P5, Mighty Dylan P6, AOR Andrew P7, VAR and Minty P8, Best P45 P9, Williams Gaming P10, that rounds out your top 10, SP James P11, Pia XM Echoes P12, RO Schumacher P13, Tological P14, and running out of the field is Kilo Bravo in P15. Now, if you do excuse me, I'm going to have a quick swizz of the drink. Now, of course, we have a Master B Smith. He will actually, forgot about him, he'll be actually technically at last place. But he, of course, will have free tyre choice, along with all the other drivers that's out to the top 10. So, if I'm honest with you, I doubt we're going to see any of the outside of the top 10ers starting on the Ultra Sauce, because they're a good quality tyre, but race tyre, that's another story. So yeah, it should be quite interesting to see how the drivers will fare in today's practice race. We'll get ready to go here. So there you go. All the drivers now starting to pull off here, and we can see one of the McLarens is eager to get going. He goes straight to the front of the formation lap. So yeah, he's backed off, so obviously he was just practicing a practice start, you never know. Now, Tom, he'll be maintaining the pace here at the start of this formation app. And now, will we see another phenomenal race here in GP2? We had it last time out in Brazil. Can we top it here today in USA? Well, we're about to find out. So fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen, as we're about to get going here today. Now, honestly, the two-stop, I think, personally, will be the preferred strategy. Will any of them push that one stop? Will they go the little bit extra mile to use that one stop to their advantage? Now, of course, we've seen the punches can happen in this race here. If you didn't see it, well, go watch into the GP3 stream, and you'll see that happening. Now, the most of their punches actually been to the rear tyres, so we don't have to worry about if they get a front puncher. I think it'll be more a rear puncher. We've got a couple of cars being disqualified from the formation up, so that's never good. S5 being one of them. So yeah, it's been really exciting race here. See how the drivers will fare in today's race. We've got 28 lap race ahead of us. We got the likes of Tom. He got pole. What can he do off the line? Futures, Assassin P2. Will he get nabbed by Horizon and Assassin P3? Now, I know for a fact the outside line into turn 1 is the better starting grid to be on, because you'll get less traction problems. So if you're on the inside, you've got harder task getting off the line. That's the front four all together as they get themselves ready today. We've got a couple of cars further down the field. There we go. There's the pack I was looking for. The midfield hassle. This will never unfair. This will always be fun to watch. You know, I'd say that funness. That's not a word. About to see all the fun that's about to happen in these midfield cars. The battling that we're about to go through, because trust me, I know the midfield and it's always fun to watch. As we wait then for the final cars. Here we go then. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And lights out and away we go. We've got a jump free from this. Okay, that was a really delayed start compared to me. And that's SP James. He's jumped the start. He's got himself into P1. What can the pack behind him do? So just a lovely move there from behind that side, trying to make with Dan inside of UK Fuji. He's got the job done. I'll say that. Go side by side. We've got contact behind us. I think that's AOL Andrew. We've got our contact. That side got a slice right wide. He's going to get under pressure from Ashim Masher that goes side by side for this. He's going to have to cut the corner and mighty to match stab himself for the position as well. And yes, he does. And that's he's being swamped there, the force. He's being swamped by those drivers. We've got Carnage behind us. I think that's best for 5 being caught up in an accident as well. But unfortunately, the mishap from Sights got down to P6. He thought he had the job done for P2, but never mind, because that is the result of that then. That's Ashim Bash trying to under pressure there from mighty Dylan, got himself a P6 to P4, so he's had a really good start. Basically, their back end score there from the look at that. That's Minty trying to get past Williams game for P8 there. It's in the background of your screen. As they hurl it down the street for the first time here today. As we look, we got behind them, we got a lovely outgun here for P8. That's look at that couple of cars and meant to go for the move down in behind her. And behind them, we got a lovely dive bomb for no, that's logical. He's missed the corner. Oh dear, I thought he had it then. Thought he had it under control, and that is him going too late in the brakes, and that is the end of that really then. But Tom already got put out a 1.5 second gap here, straight away off the lead. And yeah, it's going great for him for a second. We've got this lovely midfield battle here. It's really, there's no rough, it's just a train of cars. From P3 backwards, it's literally just a train. There's no other better word describing. You can see a couple of cars trying to size out their opponent, looking to make that overtake. And Master B Smith, how on earth has he done that? He didn't even qualify. That means he's out in the back of the grid. He comes up to P7. So really good stuff from him there. So look at that. So Horizon's got a P. So Horizon's actually lost a couple of positions off the start. I assume Mash has managed to be one of those who's actually gained the positions. Don't count Horizon out because he's all over the back of Mighty, and Mighty seems to be struggling on those super softs in this early phase of the race today. That's a big amount of a curve there from Horizon. Oh, and that's Futures. Futures made a mistake. He's out. Might actually get swarmed here from Mighty Dylan when he gave for the move. He's going to go for it just enough. Oh, had to slightly back out of that one. He's thinking about. Oh, and that's Horizon. Horizon made a mistake on the exit of the corner, and there's going to be swamped by it. He's actually lost the position there to the force in there. Mighty goes side by side. They'll be going to us now. Futures will have the inside though. He's going to try and hold. Oh, there's contact. That's Dylan Round. Dylan's been hit. I think there's a bit of note that could have collected the virus, the Force India of Sight and Mighty and the Horizon with him, and along with that was Beastmith as well. I've been talking about everybody else that I think Moon's been quite as well, and that's when the game is going wider into turn 12. So carnage them. Another looking at that, I think that was netcode, so that is unfortunate there. That's Mighty get another Mighty take the back of Dylan. That's Dylan Round again. Oh dear. Carnage them. That's a carnage for me, Dylan. It was all going so well. I just went, oh, there's more contact behind. That's Horizon Round. What has happened to Horizon? Oh, he's being caught up in another incident in the futures. I didn't see that annoyingly. And wow, we've got a couple of cars running to the pits, and that's Williams then into the pits, and so is Massive Smith. I think that'll be due to damage there. That's I'll tell you that's helped out Schumacher. He's got himself to P4. We've got a lovely scrap here for P5 between Echoes, Minty and Killer Bravo. So, dramatic scenes here in the early stages of the race. Best even to learn to drive. I think that was the lap one. It's I'm not too sure what happened to you there, my son, but it was all looking so good for you. I thought you had the overtake bump, but there we go. Oh my, okay, I'm questioning how Seam Mash has gone off there. Now, I know that curb was horrendous, but it's maybe even a little bit too more horrendous, shall we say. No, Meta's going to have a run here on Echo's plays. He opens up DRS, he is gaining down the straight. Will he gain enough, though, as a head into the heavier braking zone? He's going to go to the inside. Echo's not really putting up too much of a fight. It's going to have the inside line, though. And that's the easiest overtake Minty will do today's race. I can put that on the statement, the fact file, and now. That will be the easiest overtake he will do today. Bit of a lock up there from the inside of Minty. Further down the pack, we've got a good battle here between Bessie Wonder, Master Styles, and Bessie 45 has just smashed into the back of Master B Smith. Yep, if that's what about, well, I can see what you mean there. Because that was not the best way to do things, shall we say. So Echoes running a little bit wide there for the final corner. Tony, he's already lost about a full second to Minty, but then again he's in the soft tyres. So Minty at the moment seems to have a lot of pace here on those super softs. He's just avoided all the carnage that has emerged in today's first. I mean, it's only in the first 3 laps. Shall I point that out? We got more yellow flags. I think that is him. Oh, these are going side by side. So that's best people. Oh, and there's more. Oh, that was close between those two. Shall we say? That's a bit of FIFA running wide once again, and that he's only to really destroyed those S's so far. So Basemith gets back past Best V45 then. But I don't think it'll be done quite just yet. So he might have a look into here. He's thinking about it. Just a bit too far back there. Won't be able to make they've quite done there. That's the same with that. Minty's just got past Shimago. Shimago's go around the outside. You can try and go around the outside. Might not get the job done here. It's going to have a run through the sweeping right-hander. On the soft tyres, there you go. They just understeer so much. You can see really how much they understeer. And that's being given a 3-second time penalty for that. That's stupid. That should really not be a penalty, but there we go. So Echoes might actually have a run here on Schumacher. He's going to have DRS to assist him here down the straight. I think he's just a bit too far back. Doesn't look like we're seeing the overtaking happen very shortly, but we do have, once again, the midfield's pack here between Kilo Bravo, S and SP James. I would say Andrew, but Andrew's, I think he's left the session. So what can SP James do? He's in the Toro Rosso. He's already made his pit stop onto the soft tyres. So he'll be chasing down Kilo Bravo, who's on the super softs. As Best 45 is pitted then. He'll be I think he's wrapped in the super softs then. So he'll obviously be doing the 2-stop here. Now, majority of the field actually are on the soft tyres here. So obviously they're thinking of the 1-stop. Anybody else, unless maybe the likes of Minty will be doing the ones. I don't think the one stop way possible. Unless you have to run the soft tyres, then yeah, I'll give it it's possible. But at the moment, well, there's no other words for it. Comfortable lead right now. It's built up a 12-second lead so far, and well, you can really just see why. Nailing every single corner here in USA. There's really no other words for it. He's just been doing wonders so far. Today's race, he got pole, and it was enough said really. So yeah, I'll say that actually, Minty's, he's got some electric pace here because he has gained at least a second on Tom throughout that entire lap. So if anything, Minty has even more pace than Tom at this direct time at this direct time at the moment. So it's a Red Bull 1-2 at the moment. So that is I think their manager will be very happy with that one right now. But you never know. You never know what they think or hear during the races. Of course, they will have contact with their drivers through the Xbox Live Party function. Now, if you are unaware of the rules here in F1, well, drivers, you might think, oh, why don't they just go super softs, or go soft softs, or just go ultras to the end of the race. Well, you can't actually do that. You have to lose at least the mandatory set tyres. The mandatory set tyres are the two hardest compounds. So for in this race example, it will be super softs and softs. So you have to use one of those two tyre compounds. So for example, you could do ultra super supers. That is using at least one of the mandatory tyre compounds. Or, for example, you could go, I don't know, you could go softs to the ultras. That's what most of the drivers are doing out in the field today. We've got a move further down the pack for P5, that SP James, getting himself past Kilo Bravo in the Williams. So good stuff from there. Now it's Williams Gaming also getting past Andrew. No mind, Andrew is a ghost car. We do have another scoreboard down here for P12. Between P10, sorry, between Mighty Dylan and UK Futures. These two, of course, got caught up in some of the early laps and the mayhem in today's racing. They're really just struggling those times. You can see how much they're struggling with those softs there, Futures is. So at the moment, I think has the better pace overall. It's going to be waiting for the opportunity to arise. He will have DRS system here. As he opens up with the DRS here. It's going to be in the slipstream. Going to pull that off inside. Easy as you like. Job done. Oh no, Futures runs it to the back of Dylan there. So obviously he was not expecting him to go that steady on next to the corner. Got more yellow flag. That's Kilo Bravo. He's made a mistake somewhere, and where that is in just the end of the S's there, so I don't know exactly what's happened to him here. I think he's just lost it due to tyres. He is on the super soft and it's starting to wear at him. And now I just want to point out, Minty. Well, I mean, if I thought he had some serious pace, Schumacher behind him is keeping with him, and if anything, gaining. And these two are really gaining on Tom here. So Tom's starting to really struggle on those ultra softs. So when will be he? I just jinxed myself. There he is into the pits here. So what tyres will he be going on to? I presume the softs. No, that's super softs. So it is softs. So he's going to be trying the one stop here, and he's being held on the pits rather a long time. He might have had some sort of penalty there given out. I missed. Maybe a stop and go, I don't know. So will the leaders actually react to that? Will Minty, his teammate, react and go, hey, let's cover off that undercut and pit? Who knows? That Master B Smith getting himself up to P6. He just got past Williams Gaming, so two Toros did actually, doing surprisingly well. They're both in the top 10, along with the Renaults. And, of course, the Red Bulls. So, and Mercedes, actually. So, Mercedes actually had a pretty decent day in the office. Look at that, the top 3, all within, in the general, all within a 2-second gap. Only just 3-second gap between these top 3. So lovely to see here today's racing that the pace is on and you can't count anybody out because the pace is for real. And it is lovely to watch, really. Got pressure from behind from Ari Schumacher. Now, he was starting to stick with Minty, but at the moment, I think he's starting to lose that pace because those soft tyres will be starting to grain a lot more now as they get the laps carry on and just wear on. Let's say that, so will Minty's tyres. Now, I don't know how Minty is actually coping with those tyres, but there we go. I will not complain if anything, that'll be lovely to see. Yeah, he's put out at least half a second since the long sweeping right-hander. So, yeah. Really good to see that Minty still has the pace in these super softs. Now, Tom rejoining P4, but he's got about a 15-second gap to the leader of his teammate in Minty. So, really interesting to see that these drivers just really like... Is calm the right word, I guess? I guess these drivers are very just settling the race here. They're not really doing anything extreme. They're just doing their job, you know. I guess these three at the top there, are they all they've done? Oh, we got yellow flags. Here is that round. Who are you then? Oh, that's who you are. Best 245. He's looking at his tyres. I think he might have just lost it. Due to, because the thing about these tyres is that you can. The one thing I don't know about this game actually, I must rephrase that, is they're very easy to overheat this year's game, and once they're overheated, well, have fun getting them to be normal green temperature, because it is literally impossible to do it. You've got some kind of like Superman hacks, shall we say? Now Minty will be staying on another lap. Will he? Yes, he will. No, he's not. Don't end this up the leader, so he actually will rejoin either in between Tom and SP James or with SP James. So there only one in the post that he'll be going on to soft tyres, I presume. Yes, he'll soft tyres then. So we'll push those tyres in 18 laps here. Where is Tom? There is Tom. So he's definitely going to merge ahead of him. What about SP James? You got something off there. That's no, I think that's just So Minty will rejoin. Oh yeah, that's quite a nice, comfortable position to join in there, because it's rejoined literally 6 seconds, sorry, behind Tom, and got a nice gap behind him between him and SP James. That's a really nice gap to put himself into, shall we say? And further down the pack here, we got a beautiful squabble down in the pack here. There we go. There's a squabble. This is a squabble for P6, if anything. P5, if anything. Yeah, and yeah. Between the Williams, the two Russells, and B. Smith. He's normally a Williams driver, but due to him not making the qualifying, the game selected his car from. They chose Mercedes. So there we go. Well, he just have DRS actually, so might use this to his advantage here. He's gained a quite look at the slipstream. Definitely too far out to go for the overtake, but another lap or so, and we don't count him out yet for P6 here. Now look at that, the top 9, sorry, are all on soft tyres. So maybe the one stop here will be the favourable strategy in this race here. And we know punchers are likeable, so they'll be after really look after their tyres. And look at that, 35-1. So that is your fast lap of the day so far, and B. Smith gets a 3-second time penalty. So that will not help him out here today at all. Once again, DRS is enabled for Williams Gaming. He is gaining. See what I did there? I know, I'm hilarious, right? So another lap or so, or maybe even until we get down to the long straight where the DRS will already come in handy. Maybe then we'll have the opportunity to use the DRS. So really a good effect. He might actually, it's a big ask, might actually be able to get a double overtake. If he gets a good run, might be able to get SP James. It's a big ask. And I don't think I've ever seen it. It might be done before, back in the early 2004 era, when slipstream is a lot more OP. But anyway, there we go. Look at this train. And I friend of his, but none of these drivers actually made their pit stop yet. So actually, sorry, I think B Smith and Amy have had their pit stop already made this lap. So yeah, I think B Smith is gaining a lot on SPJ. Might just go from overtake here. Will he go for it now? Staying wide, still have to wait another half a lap before the real opportunity will emerge here. We got more for yellow flag in sector 1, sector 2. Who is that? That's made a mistake. That's Kilo Bravo. Kilo, is it you, mate? Yes, it is. Kilo is around once again. Oh, look at that. B Smith already on the back of James there, so he'll be gearing up to make his overtake happen very soon. Might get it down in turn 1 because, of course, he got the widest entry possible for turn 1. So really, the race line is all over the right side, and you leave, quite frankly, the left side of the track really open and vital. So B Smith will be gaining here on SPJ. He's going to have a run into turn 1. I think it's a bit too far back to go for the overtake. He might though, you never know. He's just so close to him under braking. Then he loses it all on the exit of the corner. So look at that, he's really gained quite a bit here. If he can get a go run through the S's here, he might be able to make a move down the massive hanger straight once again. So we need the power, shouldn't you? The most trickiest corner of the track on this. They're both running wide there. So if he's sensible here, we'll stay behind and wait for that DRS to help him out here. Oh, and that is a yellow. No, that's a lap's car ahead of him. Here we go. Here goes the DRS. Malfunction. He's gonna have a run. He's gonna go for it. None of them are gonna go for it. Actually, I thought one of them would go for it there, but obviously not. None of them wanted to go for it, shall we call it then? Look at that. You could just see how, like, anticipated. I think what B Smith is doing here is just waiting. Just waiting. I think what you're also doing is that I know these two tourists will be on the same party, I presume. B Smith runs are quite a bit wide there. I think. Oh, it's now in the pressure here from. What game is it? Oh, no, I thought it was going to go for them. It's about to say, I think what the two tourists might be doing here, trying to bait him in for going overtake. And then hopefully Williams and Game can actually make the overtake happen here. He might actually get the run here into turn 1. Yes, he's going for it, so finally overtake about to happen. Down the inside. And people trying to hang around outside, but never going to work for my son. And that is gaming through into P6. So beautiful work from him there, and that will actually allow him to now catch up to the back of SP James. So looks like B Smith is actually struggling on his rears there because he fronts. I don't know. I think it might be the front actually more because he's starting to get a lot of underswings. See that the tyres not at all liking the first half of this track, and that is Tom behind Echo. So that really just shows the pace of Tom's tyres compared to Echo's old, worn, soft tyres. And you're trying to go around the outside. What a move round the outside! Beautiful overtake. He's got the job done. What an overtake from Tom. Clean as you like, round the outside. What a move. No complaints really. You can just see there, Echo's really on stroke. I think this might be the time for Echo's to pit because he can't stay any longer. He's staying out another lap. Oh dear, it's just what he does really, isn't it? So Williams gaming out. I told him about catching up to SP James, and there you go. He's gaining off the back of him now. A lot more curb gaming I took there. A lot more curb in fact. As it opens up DRS. It's going to have a run, but I think it'll be a bit too far back to go for the overtake at this direct time. And now, of course, we know what Williams' game is like. He knows he likes to wait for the opportunities to arise. That's what he likes to do. If he finds that gap, he'll go for that gap. That's his mentality, shall we call it. So they go for the S's once again for the 14th time this racing today. Now, from what I'm saying, we are halfway through the race, so yeah, it's been a very exciting few laps here so far. And I reckon the race is only just starting to get going. I expect to A lot more people have been doing the 2-stop, but obviously that's not happened here. And it's getting quite a bit. I think it's a bit too far to go for the overtake. Now, of course, these two are teammates, so let's try not to take each other out, boys. Let's try and keep it nice and clean between the two Toro Rossos. Maybe a bit of team orders, who knows? Because, of course, Williams is the faster driver out of the two Toro Rossos at this direct time, due to tyre wear and tyre life at the moment. So yeah, will there be any team orders now? I don't know about you guys, but I don't like team orders. I just don't think it just shouldn't be a thing, really. It just really shouldn't not be a thing. I mean, that's just my opinion, but you know, my opinion matters, alright? Oh, he's going for it. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I thought he was going to go for it, but backed out. Thinks better of it. Oh. And never mind. SP James actually just allowed Gaming to get past. Got more yellow flags. Who's that? Oh, it's gone off. So never mind. But Schumacher at the moment still not made his first pit stop. He's 14. Honestly, I don't know how he does it. But we know he's good at it. Just taking those tyres to the end of their tyre wear life. That is one weird onboard camera. Not gonna lie, that's one weird onboard camera. So there you go, SP James allowing his teammate through. Now I thought orders might be enforced here, and there you go. There is the orders being enforced here today. More yellow flags. Who? Oh, that's best FIFA 45 running wide. And now he's already a lap down, so I don't know what he's playing at. But he's definitely struggling with those tyres. And soon enough, Schumacher will be gaining on him. So he'll have to get out of the way for them. Now it's Tom already started to gain here on Schumacher. So already you can see that he's just got immense pace over the field. He's just absolutely incredible. So he's just going for it, and he's not stopping. Incredible work from him. I mean, I thought he was going to get pole, right? And he did. And he's just doing mad things right now. Mad things. Incredible. There's no other word for it. So yeah, really fun to watch these drivers pushing their tyres to the absolute limits here so far. Really showing what they are made of in today's all of the racing action really involved. So Tom will not have DRS. He's not getting enough to get DRS, but a couple of more laps and on the you'll be seeing these two going side by side eventually. That's Horizon making his pit stop then, so he'll be jumping on to the sorry, he's in the super stops actually. So I think he's doing the 2-stop here. That's a UK sites getting a 5-second stop on penalty, and he decided to retire from the session. So he's obviously coming to the pits and just retired basically. Oh, and that's yes, that's a Vershev's car. Well, actually here, I think Schumacher, I think he will. I think he's got to go for the pit stop. Surely it's practically a free pit stop. Is he gonna go for it? No, he's not going for it. So obviously he's decided, no, I'm gonna stay out there, and you can see there, look at that. He's waiting. He is waiting. You can just see he's waiting for that one. Next echoes in the pits. So there you go. Taking advantage of the virtual safety car and going for that pit stop now. Having a super soft tyre, so he'll be going up to the end here on those beautiful super soft. And so behind him there is best 45 7 second and Kilo Bravo and SP James. They're all going into pit stop managers. And racing is back under away here. And look at that. Tom is already lacking for Schumacher. And look at that, he's already getting so much time in the virtual car. May have been a bit too much, but there we go. He's going to have a run as they go. Yeah, he's going to go move. Will he go for it? He's going to go for it. Yes, he is going for it down the inside. And that is a beautiful overtake. Schumacher's going to have a run though. They will have DRS. I presume so anyway. No, never mind. Tom has DRS. But Schumacher will have such a shame when he goes move. The thing is a bit, yeah, he's a bit too far back for this point. So there you go. Tom into the lead of the race. He's done 6 to 9 laps on those soft tyres. So really just comparison those two tyres, and Schumacher will be sooner or later be making his pit stop count, and sooner or later he'll be going with the pits on those super soft tyres. As Echo's into P4, never mind, because Gamer's got the switchback job on him. So Echo's in on a super set of super soft tyres. Of course, he was the one who actually pitted under the virtual safety car to get that free pit stop ineffective, I guess. Look at the downforce difference between these two cars to start. Oh! Almost actually ran into the back of Williams' game in there. But when about intersection, that's Williams pulling into the pits, and so he's giving up on those soft tyres. And into the pits he goes. Oh, Beast to follow him. No, Beast was still outside there. Thought he might actually follow him to the pits there, but never mind. So I think they're going to a super set of super soft tyres. Yes, indeed he is. So there's the super soft going fit to the car, and away he goes out of the pit box. Where will he emerge compared to everybody else? I think he'll emerge around his teammate. No, he's already jumped his teammate. So there you go. So look at that. Williams getting jumped his teammate, and now these two. I don't think there'll be any team orders with this, but I think actually, I think about now, Williams might actually defended the undercut from SP Jamestown. Where it's showing that the undercut is not as powerful as you'd think here in USA. So will any of the GP1 drivers play that effect into tomorrow's race? Because this time tomorrow will be on this exact same lap here, at the exact same time, and the exact same conditions. Probably not actually, but there we go. So SP James will have DRS, but it's a bit too far to go for the overtake. And Ryzen just got himself into P9. So good work from him there. So Andrew then. Don't know how he's managed it. He's not even racing and he's sat there in P10. So yeah, really just showing oh, and Schumacher in the pits, and he's being stopped for right there. There we go. Finally get going again. He's been stopped for quite a while, as I was saying. So that's really bizarre. So no up on there, but there we go. If you do excuse me, I'm going to have a quick swizz of the old drink. There you go, just saw that Schumacher getting past Echoes there for P4. No, basis, sorry. Sorry, I don't know what I thought it was Echoes. So that's Schumacher then into P4 in today's race. And Bassifus finally giving him a go, so he's retired from the session. Now, yeah. It's really looking inside to see how the gap here is. We've got a battle down here in P7. And between him and Mighty Dylan. Of course, Dylan's teammate has already retired from the session. Of course, Dylan got caught up in those unfortunate accident due to lap 1, lap 2, lap 3. So yeah, really interesting to see here, and just seeing the difference between everybody really trying to push each other to the limit here in today's racing. Yeah, well, been at the moment quite a comfortable race here for Tom. And bear in mind he's had to do a couple of overtakes in today's racing, but nothing too serious. Nothing that made him go, whoa. Okay, I did not expect that. There goes, not had anything to do anything. So at the moment we've got a good battle here between Mighty Dylan and SP James. About for P7. Now there's only a 3/10 gap between these two drivers. So it could be quite interesting to see how this is going to fare out. And I say that Dylan's actually trying to lose a bit of time because these two are actually on the same laps of done on these set of tyre compounds at the moment. So Dylan runs a little bit wide there through the kind of couple of corners. He will have DRS to assist him here, try and make that overtake happen. So will he go for it? And if he will, when will he go for the overtake? It's going for it now. Oh, that was very close. Almost a bit. Some say a bit too close, but there we go. Spelling in through the S's then. Oh, and that is a corner cut and a penalty. Beautiful work there from Dylan. He'll be kicking himself that overtake, but I think SP James doesn't actually have a penalty here. Might be wrong. Just going off top of my memory, I don't think he actually does have a penalty, so that would explain a couple of more things, shall we call it. Oh, and that is the Taurus a little bit wide there. It's going to allow Dylan here to gain in the slipstream. He will have DRS. There's the DRS. He's going to get in. He is gaining. He's going to pull to the inside. It's going to go for squeeze there. That's going to go side by side, and that is Dylan. Oh, never mind. That is a beautiful switchback from SP James. Dylan then going to have to wait another half a lap before he gets the job done. Or will he actually get the job done? He's going in the slipstream now. Will he go for overtake? He's looking for it. But goes defensive there from SP James. So obviously, having nope, you're not going to go for overtake just about yet. You're going to wait a minute before you go for that overtake. And Irish goes fastest up at 134 flat, and Master Booster gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. That's Boosniff in the penalty as well. So interesting there. I don't know what's happened to him. He's in there. Putting on those a set of is that ultras? That it's ultra soft. So that's what Ty's going to admit him. It's going to go for it once again down the inside. Bit of rubberoonie on the contact side. I don't know what happened there, but there we go. Interesting. I'm going to go side by side. I'm going to go just about. Don't go side by side for that. It's just suicide if I go trying to go side by side. Please don't make my job easier, and my voice. So today, ready? It's almost starting to get a bit impatient now with SP James. Do you have a yellow flag set to 3? Never mind, they're disappeared now. So yeah, at this point, I'm just waiting for the opportunity to arise because SP James makes a massive lock up as they go through into the hard braking left corner. It's gonna have a slipstream run here as they open up DRS. He's gaining. And go to the outside, switching to the inside, it's a dummy. Oh, there's contact. He saves it. Oh, there's more customer from main damage from their loss from SP James and Mighty, both of those little front damage. And that is made. It's like a back down the inside. Oh dear, what an overtake actually. He's got the jump and finally got the jump. But no, SP James sends it back down the inside. It goes sub by side once again. And that is look at that. That is just some serious overtake. And both got damage there. This is going to be fun for both of them. They go side by side and just about keep it side by side. Oh, that is SP James right in the inside corner. He's sending in it. No, and they both run massively wide there. So they're both trying to show that much aggression here. And that's doing really nice and one. Let's allow SP James back down the inside. Let's go. That's and then let's have DRS once again as they approach turn 1. My voice dying by the anticipation by this. So he's trying to get the actually ultimate run through turn 1. And I don't really think I went through there. God, I need to sit down through that. That was incredible. Just when I thought Dylan's day couldn't get any worse, he's now got lots of damage to do with it and that. And well, not really what I was heading for, was it really? He just thought he got the job done, and that really is what helped his day, shall we call it? Now he's a second back now, waiting for opportunity to arise here. Because, yeah, it's time to fall back down there, so we'll not have DRS. And we do have a battle here. So there's a battle for P3 in this race between Ira Schumacher and PXM Echoes. I think I might have called it because I think Schumacher just got past Echoes. So that's annoying, but there we go. As there's only a few laps to go left in today's race. As well, we've seen some incredible action here today. You've seen the likes of Tom. Same incredible action. He's not really had to do much in this race, but there we go. Minty, of course, never counted him out. He's going from the back of the midfield to the front, really. And I think I'll be happy how today's race went for him. RL Schumacher in P3. It's not a race is not done from here. I'll be wanting and hopefully going up for that penalty as Echoes gets himself another 3-second time penalty. So he'll be disappointed at that one, shall we call it, and didn't actually decides I'm not carrying any longer. I'm going to go in the pits and get this rumbling change and sit on the ultra softs and go for fastest lap. That I presume is what it's going to be going for. So, yeah, supposed to that happening there. We've got Echoes and just at the moment, no, not much to do in the race for him. I guess it's just he's tried that one stop and it's playing out. It's nice and handy for him at the moment. So really tricky to see the tyres. We haven't seen any of the punches being operated yet, shall we call it. And we did see a couple of them being handed out in GP3. So will the two rebels being given? Will they be set Coachman's a little bit wide as he locked up and gets a penalty for it? That should really not be a penalty, but there we go. As Killer picks up himself up. Oh, sorry. So I can have a drink. Bear with me. Just need a voice. So as I was saying, that goes really. The two-stop has seemed, if anything, on like tyre durability, definitely the preferred way. The one-stop at the moment, I would say, I guess it's worked out for the front too, but they are pushing it on their tyres, shall we call it? So at the moment, Tom, I don't know what he's doing at this point because. Yeah, his tyres have some bring on it, so really, I guess I'll just hang on, try not to get that puncher. We know it's quite easy to do here, so a puncher might be coming out in handy soon enough, but hopefully, I hope he's praying he doesn't get a puncher, and I'm sure Minty will also be praying he doesn't get a puncher. But there we go. As he goes through the final corner to start, no, not penultimate lap, the third to last lap here in today's racing. Now we've seen some incredible action early on today's race. Now if you have missed it, do not worry. You will find that early on in the stream. You can see all the cars just unfolded in today's racing. So really incredible to see here and these action just to really spicing it up, shall we say. So it's been really good to see everybody performing well, performing to their top ability and durability. So really just seeing everybody just controlling their own race. We haven't seen some mad overtakings. I'll say that we've seen Telogical's dive bomb, which didn't end his way. We've seen the likes of SP James. He's had some good scraps of Myton and of course the Dinner Webby. I think overall, Dinner will be upset about today's race event because he definitely has a better pace than 9th in today's race. Same with UK Futures, UK Sites. Who else? Yeah, Assume Basher as well. All guys being caught up in an unfortunate incident, so yeah, really tricky to see who's at blame there. But you know, I'm gonna keep it neutral for the stream and I say I don't know who's to blame. You guys will know who's to blame here, but you know, it's been great racing today, and well. It's not over yet. But although the gap to everybody else, look at that. That just shows how spread this field out is at the moment. We got at least somebody in every single part of a team Got 6 seconds, then 16 seconds, 23 seconds, 36, 47, 53, and then 1 minute, and then a lap down from Kilo. As he starts the penultimate lap here in USA. But one stopper's just been enough, and look at that. Look at the graining on those tyres. Mintis graining, but not as bad as Tom's graining. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I think it might actually become a Red Bull 1-2 here. Unless, of course, Tom gets that puncher that's been in the swift air in today's action. Now, you never know if you just get a puncher. If you just get a puncher, that will be so unlucky for Tom. But I doubt he will get a punch. I mean, he's just cruising now. Look after your tyres, mate. You've got a nice 7-second gap. It actually increased the gap. Don't do that. Just save your tyres. Just cruise to the end. You don't need to push it. Nice and easy. Now, I think after this run, if I say this, I think Minty will top the driver's standings. So he'll be in the front of the championship driver's standings. But yeah, he doesn't need to do anything drastic, Tom does. All he needs to do is just drive. Just drive, mate. Don't push the tyres. There's no need. You don't need to do it, son. Just not take it nice and cruising home. Don't need to push it that much, just nice and easy. As he will be starting the final lap period in today's race. Still hasn't been given a puncher, so he'll be happy not having a puncher in a weird way. I can't count himself lucky. He's in 20 laps. Ah, 20 laps on those softs. How the hell has he gone 20 laps? He's gone 8 laps on those ultras. That is incredible. 8 laps. 8. 0, 8. 8. Mad. I don't know how he's done that. That is honestly incredible action in today's racing, but you know, it's been fun watching it all with you. Now, of course, that race don't go anywhere. We'll be grabbing the top 3 for a cheeky interview. Seeing their race reaction here from today's racing. So there we go, we'll be opening up DRS. To start the final time. Sorry, I don't know why I said opening up DRS. That was my brain not functioning properly. The final time going down the hanger straight. The final time everywhere, really. As luckily for them, they haven't been given a puncher. So they'll be happy not having a puncher, but there we go. As it goes to the final left-hand time for the final time. He'll be happy with P1. I presume he'll be happy with P1. He got P1 and I finished in P1. So yeah, he'll be very happy with that. His first race win here for Season 5 in the GP2 tier. Your race winner, ladies and gentlemen, Tom123 FTW to come across the line for P1. What a drive from him. And Minty then, coming around the final corner now for P2. He'll be happy with that one then. So he'll be happy with P2. And I can't pick out Schumacher. He's not done just yet. He's got the final 3 the final corner. On these ultra softs. So come home for P3. So top stuff from there. Those are your top 3. And PRX echoes place for P4. On the super soft tyres. I think overall I'll be happy with that result. Williams Gaming in the Toro Rosso. He'll be coming over P5. I think he'll be happy with that. Solid drive from him there. Good recovery drive. Master B Smith. Very good result. He's getting 10 positions throughout the race, so he'll be very happy with that one. And look at that. The battle is live between these two. SP James and UK Fishers. Maybe he's going to go for that. No, he's not staying behind. So SP James coming for P7. UK Fishers P8. And that's Mighty behind them in P9. So yeah. And we'll wait for Kilo Bravo. He will be coming home for P11. So yeah, really excited to see these drivers. They will push themselves to the limit today's racing. And really showing it there. So yeah, really good job from everybody else in today's racing. And yeah. It has been a pleasure watching and listening, commentating over today's action. I'll leave you with the podium ceremony in Uno. Peace. Right, well, there's your top three, ladies and gentlemen. Tom, Vint, Minty, and Ira Shimka. Now, I'm going to quickly grab them all for a quick cheeky interview. See what they all thought of today's racing. See how it went down, I guess. So, wait, there he is. Hello, if you can include your audio, that would be lovely.
Yo, yo, yo.
So, well, it was a quite, I was boring the quite word. It was quite a comfortable victory, really. You got pole, and you finished P1. What can you say about it?
Yeah, I just had to manage my tyres and manage my corner cutting, because that's quite a big issue around here. But apart from that, pretty decent. I won 2 for Red Bull.
Yeah, that's always going to help.
Pace. It's pretty good.
So yeah, it's quite a comfortable victory for you. Now I'm going to thank you for your time, and I'm going to grab in
Thank you.
Minty. Feel free to what you want as I go and grab a Minty. Yeah. So yeah, it's been really good action in today's race. Now we just wait for Minty to join the party. See what he has to. Oh no, I forgot. Minty didn't actually have a mic. Yes,
yeah,
I remember that. So I'll grab Irish Schumacher instead then. For third place podium ceremony, shall we call it. Wait for him to join the party. If you can include your audio, that'll be lovely.
Yep.
Alright, well, again, you know, you've done it before, and you've done it again here today. With an absolute astounding strategy to decisions here. So, let's hear it from your end. What was it like?
First of all, Tom, fair play. You monster pace throughout qualifying and the race, so well done.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, it was the start. I was struggling for grip a lot on the start on the softs. I was struggling a lot. First 5 laps, I was taking it really easy. It was very tricky on the softs, but they started warming up then. But there was a big crash or something ahead of me. Then I went from like 10th to 5th, and Limitless Horizon hit the brakes, so I got a little bit of wing damage off that. So I just tipped it back from now. It wasn't too bad. It was only yellow on the right, so it wasn't too bad. But I was sticking to my strategy, and I knew what I was doing from the start, and I said I was going to stick to that. So I went to lap 18, and I knew I'd have good pace on the ultras at the end of the race with low fuel, and had everything sort of turned up at that point. I was saving sort of everything, so it worked out well in the end. The ultras put the ultras on then, but now I did take a lot out of the ultras, so the last 3 laps it was sort of just get it home, but I was in third at that point, and I was happy enough I was back on the podium, so happy enough.
Well, thank you for your time, and congrats for P3.
No problem.
Now, we're going to end the stream here. Catch us this time tomorrow evening for the GP1 race, and yeah, we'll see you all with
Autumn. Under the harvest sky, some creatures find safety in numbers.